tell, hey, today is just put everything on the bike day. So we're putting a fan on for those times where it's really hot and I'm riding really slow. Not that I'm ever very fast, but we're gonna follow instructions that came with the part and put together a video. And you know, there's a few out there, but maybe we'll do something different that that helps. I hope it's useful. So the first thing we're going to do is take off the seat. We're going to use a T30 Torx, and it's just one screw that goes right across and threads on the other side. That's it. Pop the seat up and slide it back. Good to go. And then we have to take the gas tank off. All right, so you just disconnect the shrouds here from the radiator. If you want to take them off the gas tank first, they're little 6mm guys, not Torx. You're also going to want to take off the cover for your air filter box. So that just pulls off ever so gently. T30 again, right down the middle of the tank here. There you go. And before we disconnect, so the tank has a quick disconnect and it doesn't leak. It's really nice. You see there's a little button under here that we push, just like there. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to push that. So this here, little button, push it and disconnect it. And it leaks it just a little bit, whatever's in the middle, but that's it. And now the tank just comes off. Oh, except for the pump connection. Before you take it off, you're gonna here, pop it off, and we're good to go. We'll just put it somewhere that won't cause problems. So next thing, we gotta drain the coolant, because this rod up here, right here, has to come off because we're going to attach the fan to it. All right, so according to the manual, this is where the drain plug for the coolant is. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, it's not going to come out until I do this. This was not well thought out. All right. So about partway through, we've got the seat off, we've got the tank off, we've got the coolant drained. So I guess what's left to do is pull off the radiator on the I call it the passenger side, but on the right side of the bike, and connect the fan, and then wire it up, and then put it back together the way we took it apart. All right, so 10 Newton meters for the drain plug, according to the manual, and yeah. And again, our T30. There you go. Perfect. So next we disconnect the hose clamps for the passenger side. Yeah, the right side, passenger side. All right, the second one, right here. Okay. There we go, that should be enough. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do, these two T30, there's one at the top and one at the bottom, and that'll disconnect the radiator. disconnect the upper rad hose. This little frame here. Try to do it without smacking the fins too much. That's all. There we go. And then, last but not least, the vent hose here. And let's pull it off. Okay, so let's see if it'll come off. This one. I just don't know if I have to take it off any more than that to do what I gotta do, but I will follow the instructions. There we go. And what do we have? We have a leaking radiator. All right, so you can see we've got these two holes here, and on this side, these two holes, which line up just perfectly, as you can see. And I'll slide over here, and these line up like that. That is it. That's how it attaches. So we'll be right back when we get screws and stuff. There we go. So this is the fans attached now. You can see I used these two spots here, these two here, and they're T20 Torx bits for those, and use some blue Loctite, just always best. So last thing to do here is to put the thermal probe in between some fins using the included thermal grease. Oh. And try to push it in. And you might need to, you need to use a little hammer to gently go in. You kind of want to make sure it's going straight. If you're on an angle at all, you could potentially poke a hole in the coolant channels. And just gently. There you go. Down there. All connected. And this portion's done. So we put the radiator back on the way it came off, essentially. So there's a hose here, hose here, here, down at the bottom, and then you want to reconnect this here. You can see it's got these plastic nubs that everything lines up with. Next thing we do is we put the radiator guards back in place. You can see right here, screw them in there and down here. Operating with the camera on one hand and the other hand. Yep. So now that's back together. It's time to put in some coolant. You can, I'm using new stuff, but you could collect it in a nice clean container, you know, and then reuse what you have as long as it's clean and there's no dirt and particles and crap in there. Pull it out just enough until coolant starts coming out, and this will get air out of the cooling system. And you need a 17 mil wrench for it. Actually, I'm going to disconnect this so I don't break off the wires. There we go, do that. And then okay. So, I think we got the air out. Yeah. Might have to add a little bit. There we go. Oh, that came out nice. So that first squirt was the air coming out, so it's good. Doop. I bet you there's a torque setting for that, and I will look it up. Shake. Do this. Back on. The boot over it. There we go. All covered up. Nice. So I've got this cable, and it's plugs into the fan, comes back. You can see the connects to the battery terminals. It's got a little fuse, and I'm just going to run it through down under this piece here, around here, tie wrap it up, put it in, and then just plug it into the connector right here. And all right, so I ran the cable down through here and up through here, and it's now connected to the positive, negative battery terminals. And this is all plugged in. If I filled the coolant, had to top it up just a little bit. The manual says about 10 millimeters of fluid above where the fins are, so we're good. You know, I think a little extra doesn't matter. We've got an overflow, so. But yeah, so good to go. Gotta put the tank on.